Welcome to the Lev Echad house, a home for soldiers wounded in war and those suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Here, the combatant gets the strength and the will to return to life, to recover, to find a normal daily routine, to find a job, to study, to start a family, to buy a house in Israel, and also to have the strength to care for others.
Ofir was seriously wounded in 2014. In these images published by Hamas, a missile is shown striking his military engineering vehicle head-on. Initially a member of this house, he is now the logistics director of the Lev Echad Association, though not before having fought for more than 150 days with a reserve military engineering unit during the war in Gaza.
This house is not open 24/7. The goal is not to stay stuck here. That is why it is open from 10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Everyone goes home. We want them to find a normal life at home with their families. They must not be mired in a world of post-trauma or injury, but rather emerge from it, to recover, to spread their wings.
Founded in 2020 and located in central Israel, this facility had to double its staff since the October 7th massacre and was transformed into a rehabilitation center to alleviate the saturation of rehab centers within hospitals. 6 rooms were converted for therapeutic care, as seen here.
Yes, it's a mix between physical treatment due to leg or back injuries and emotional treatment. As you can see, people who suffer from a lack of rest, who cannot relax or sleep, can finally fall asleep if the treatment is precise. They become calmer. They breathe better.
Exactly what she said. Faced with a chronic lack of rest, I found a sense of quiet here. It's perfect.
Here, they are all my children, each with their own idea of what a mother should be, more or less present, more or less active. Yes, they are a part of me. We are one big family here.
A serenity that contrasts with the lived experiences of these physically and psychologically wounded. Itai Dori, a former platoon officer in the Armored Corps, was wounded in the leg by sniper fire a year and a half ago in Gaza. He has been following with attention and a certain form of relief the recent elimination of the Hamas sniper responsible for the deaths of 7 soldiers.
Sometimes it is difficult to leave the house, honestly. We don't necessarily like shopping malls or restaurants with noise. Coming here to a place this calm, and I want to clarify, it's not a hospital, helps you to rebuild yourself.
Boys and girls are brought together. More and more female combatants wounded in battle on October 7th and the months following are members of this association.
Unfortunately, there are more than 100 female combatants who are members of the association. It's enormous. Beyond the internal scar in their soul, there are visible scars. And finding a partner is not always simple. But in a place where there are nearly 1,000 combatants, it's natural for bonds to form. And if we succeed in helping couples form, it's a blessing.
And even though the atmosphere here is familial and all these people are volunteers and the association plans to expand with other houses in Israel, the long-term goal for Ofir is quite different.
Our dream is to close the association. Our dream is for there to be no more PTSD and no more war wounded. But as long as they exist, we'll be there for them.
I was a fighter. I was an officer. Those reflexes don't change, even after injuries. Even if I found it hard to ask for help at the start of my rehab, when I was in pain, I didn't want pity. I found myself here where everyone is the same. It's not pity. But like that painting behind me, it's about supporting each other, being there to lift the other up.
Another kind of war awaits them. For Itai, they are no longer on the battlefield, but on the front lines of recovery. Just like Boris, gravely wounded in Gaza with his commando unit, he now plans to participate in the Ironman, a 226-kilometer super triathlon.
I find my peace here. We have formed a team training for the triathlon. Our goal, with 9 wounded individuals, each with their own injuries, to compete in an Ironman event. This project brings a lot of confidence to many wounded people who wonder how to make it, where to start. I'm already thinking about Los Angeles 2028, and if I manage to pass all the selection criteria, then I'll get there. Let's make an appointment for a report in Los Angeles in 2 years for the Paralympic Games.
Boris has just returned from a trip to Tanzania. He just set a record, the first amputee to have climbed Kilimanjaro twice.
It is a mental trial, but also a physical one at home. How to manage daily life with an amputated leg, how to cut vegetables when a hand is missing.
Being there for one another. That is perhaps the motto of the residents of this house.